through and give everybody an opportunity to introduce themselves as well. And I'll call through the roster, but I did want to just make sure that we set the tone. I've been so proud of the work that our SHAC does. This is my second year as chair, and this will be my last year as chair. And somebody else will take up, and it has been an honor to be the chair of the SHAC. We have had different perspectives, different backgrounds, and we've come together to bring some really good information to this group and share and come up with some great recommendations to make to the board. And both the year before and this last year, I've been very proud to present in front of the board the work that we've done and the recommendations that we've made. And I really am grateful that we have done that in a way that has been respectful and communicating well, listening to each other, and taking in everybody's thoughts, perspectives, and ideas. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been serving on the SHAC, and welcome to new people who are coming onto the SHAC. I wanted just to share that collaborative nature that we have here. And I think that we are a shining example for the district of how people from all different backgrounds, perspectives, and ideas can come together and work for our students and our teachers and staff for some really good things that we can implement in this school. So with that, I would like to make sure that we all have a chance to introduce ourselves. I'm going to call through the roster as well. That's going to help us out. And I did want to make a mention to make sure people start thinking. We are short one person from our SHAC executive committee. We do not have our secretary. Our president, let's see, do we have Katie yet? Our information, all of our information is on our web page from the school district, and I am your chair. Katie Kyrish is your vice chair, and the secretary position is currently open. The person that we elected at the end of the last school year had to resign from the SHAC, and so now we have that position open. And so I invite members to think about whether or not you would like to make that commitment. Because before we resolve today and adjourn, I would like to see if anybody is interested in that position so we can do a nomination and an election to fill that secretary position. So I wanted to say that as we start introducing ourselves. I'll go first. I'm Aurora Martinez Jones. I am a parent and of two children in the school district who are in the McNeil Learning Community. By profession, I'm also a judge that works with children in foster care. So I'm very excited to do this work here because I know it impacts my own children and all the children that I'm responsible for in the community as well. Let me then see who we have. Dr. Jennifer Faulkner join us yet? Yes.
Hey everyone, glad to be back for another year of SHAC. I think this is my fourth year on SHAC. And it's really been a privilege to be on the committee as well as the mental health subcommittee. I'm a parent in the Cedar Ridge Learning Community. I have two boys who are still in the district. I have a daughter who graduated last year and another daughter who's on an online school that's a senior. So great experience in Cedar Ridge. Professionally, I have a 15-year background in mental health with the federal government. Serving as a direct provider in mental health for all of those years. So I'm happy to be a part of this committee.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, let's see. Next on the roster, I have Diana Dunn.
Hi, my name is Nian Dunn. This is my second year on the SHAC. And I live in the Westwood Learning Community. I have 3 kids. They are 11, 7, and 5. I'm so happy to serve on this board again. Bye.
Thank you. Next, Aiden Larson. Aiden.
Don't see her on the screen.
All right. Kathy Irwin.
Hello, this is my second year on SHAC, and I apologize for being in the car, but I had a meeting that ran late, and so I didn't want to miss jumping on here. But I have 2 boys, an 8th grader and an 11th grader, and I'm happy to be back this year.
Thank you. Rebecca Laswell, sorry.
Sure, I go by Rebecca Laswell on all my official documents, but you all can call me Becky. I am going on to my 3rd school year on the Shack. I do have 2 elementary age girls who will be interrupting us, I'm sure, any second now. And they are in the Round Rock Leadership Community, Round Rock Learning Community. And I have a long professional resume that I won't go into, but I have spent the last many years as a stay-at-home mom. But last spring, I heeded the call to become a guest educator. So I am covering about once a week at our school, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kayla Thompson. Oh, we can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. I can read lips. I'm good at that, but we can't hear you. Okay. Well, I'll come back to you to introduce yourself. And did we get Katie yet? Not yet. Megan Roy. Do we have William?
Hopefully you all can hear me.
There you go. Yeah, I hear you, Megan.
Yeah,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
my name is Meghna. The A comes after the M.
Thank
So I
you,
make sure
Meghna.
everybody gets it. Yeah. Hi everyone. This is my first year in Shack, and I'm a parent in Round Rock ISD in the McNeil VLC right now. I got 2 kids, one in elementary, one in middle school, and professionally, I am vice president of a division at a tech company. That's what I do full time. I won't go into details, but I've been a tech worker my whole life. And I'm very happy to bring that perspective to that community, to this community.
Thank you. Do we have William Tuthill?
Yes. Hey, everybody, this is Will. I am in the Westwood Learning Community as a parent. I have 2 boys, a freshman and a senior in high school. And by profession, I'm a realtor, and just excited to be joining you all.
Well, thank you. Sanal Parikh.
Hi, everyone. This is Snehal Pirke. I just had both my kids graduate from Cedar Ridge High School. Super proud of our Cedar Ridge teachers and all of our Round Rock ISD teachers, administrators, and leadership. Super thankful to all of them. And I have served on the Shack earlier and then took a gap last year in serving this year again. Excited to be back. I've also served on Shack for Louisville ISD before we moved here. And professionally, I do software consulting. I have my own software consulting firm. So.
Thank you. Carolyn Brown.
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm Carolyn. I am a McNeil parent. I have a sophomore this year. My eldest daughter graduated in May and is now at UNT. I've worked closely with Round Rock ISD for the past 15 years. Professionally, I'm a public speaker in public schools across the nation with my anti-bullying pro-kindness workshop, Hey Dude, Nice Shoes. I've also spoken to like 14 or 15 different Round Rock ISD schools, so you might have seen me. I worked on the TEKS review board for the State Board of Education several years ago for health, and I was on the mental health task force around Rock ISD to help bring mental health services to our students. And I think that just about sums it up. I'm excited.
Yay. Glad to have you. Thank you. All right. Do we have Cornell Woolridge? Don't think I see
He sent me
Cornell.
an email. He's not going to be able to make it tonight.
Not going to make it. Okay. Kelly Darby. All right. Dr. Monica Faulkner.
Hi, I'm Monica Faulkner. I've been on the Shack. I just looked it up this is going on my 7th year, it looks like. And I have kids at Cedar Ridge High School and Blackburn Prairie Elementary. And professionally, I'm a social work professor. And on the committee, I have worked on the Human Development and Sexuality Committee with several of you, and then also in the past done some work on mental health also.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Denise Ray.
Hi, I'm Denise. I am the parent of a junior who is an Aggie. I have a senior at Round Rock High School, and this is my second year on the Shack. I'm a BCBA. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. I work with children with special needs professionally. I'm also serving on the mental and behavioral health committee for my second year, and I'm super excited. Learned a lot last year, and I just love being able to learn every day, you know, things that I did not know and didn't know I didn't know. So thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. And Leslie Winters.
Hi, I am a mom of 3. I have a senior that just graduated this past 2022, is now at Tech, and I have a 4th grader and a sophomore in the Cedar Ridge Learning Community. Professionally, I'm an early childhood educator of 16 years, and I'm really happy to be involved with this group. It's been a great learning experience. I'm also the chapter chair for Moms for Liberty, Williamson County, which is a parental rights advocacy group. So being a part of communities like this is very important for our community and communication and things like that. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. And then Paula Rojas. Do we have Paula?
Hi, it's Rojas, Paula Rojas.
Oh, sorry. Well, we've got some corrections on our
okay.
roster. We will make sure we get those. I have yours and some others. Thank you.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. No problem. I'm Paula Rojas. I've been in the school district for about 15 years now. I have a freshman and a 5th grader, one that's in the district. And let's see, professionally, I'm a stay-at-home mom, active in my community, and as many as the boards I'm able to serve on. I had to take a little break, but I'm back on the tracks and hopefully can get plugged in.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I'm always really pleased with seeing who has been appointed to the Shack. We've got some great people, both with experience in raising kids into some great colleges and professional experience and lived experience. So thank you all for your time and dedication here. Along with us, we have some great people from the district who support the Shack, who are also really amazing. So Ryan, I'm going to turn it over to you so that you can introduce yourself and help us get to know who from the district is here to support the Shack.
Sure, thank you. So my name is Ryan Smith. I'm the Chief of Teaching and Learning, just finished up my first year in this position, but I've been with Round Rock, this is my 20th year, so as a teacher, assistant principal, various other roles here at central office, but it's really been a pleasure over the last year to work closely with this group, and looking forward to this year coming forward. We've got 2 sons in the district that go to Chisholm Trail. They're in 7th and 8th grade, so I'm living the middle school parent life, and trying to prepare myself to be a high school parent sooner than later. And actually I have a father. I've only got one father, but he's an English teacher at Round Rock High School. And my wife's actually a counselor at Walsh. So we've got a lot of, my whole family's involved in the district. So it's definitely a calling and an honor to be able to serve in this role for our community. And so I do have several people from Round Rock ISD. I'm let Katie in, looks like she's got here. On the call. You'll see different faces throughout the year. Some of these you'll see at all of them. Some will pop in and out. One that you'll see in the future. She had something come up and couldn't be here tonight, but that's Dr. Amy Grosso. She's usually here at the Shack meetings. So you'll be seeing her coming and going. And then the rest of you on the call, I'm just going to call you one by one if you want to do a quick introduction of yourself. And we'll talk with Dr. LaShonda Lewis. You can go first.
Thank you. So Dr. LaShonda Lewis, I am the Counseling Services Director for Round Rock ISD. I am finishing up month 9 in that position. And prior to that, I was the coordinator of counseling services since 2016, and happy to be back with you all again this year.
All right, thank you, LaShonda. And let's see on my screen, I've got Dr. Brenda Agnew. You can go next.
Hi, I'm Brenda Agnew. I'm Director of Equity and Planning. I have just finished my first year in this role as well, but prior to that, I was the principal at Walsh. And then I had a big break from the district, but I was in the district several years back for 11 years as a teacher, assistant principal at McNeil, and then also at Canyon Vista. So I'm super excited to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Brenda. And then next up, how about Brandy Hafner, our district nurse?
Hi, my name is Brandy Hafner. I'm the Director of Health Services with Round Rock ISD. I had two kids that have graduated from the McNeil Learning Community. I've been a Round Rock ISD parent for 19 years and have worked for the district for 15 years. Anyway, super happy to be here, very invested in this community.
All right, thank you, Brandy. How about Dr. Laura Darden?
Hi, good evening. I'm Laura, and I work with the Future Readiness Department. This is my 33rd year in education, and I've been in Round Rock since 3rd grade. So long history, and happy to be here with you all.
All right, thank you, Laura. And how about Yana Koleva?
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, my lighting is really off. My name is Yana Koleva. I'm the food service director for our district. I've been with Round Rock ISD going on 7 years, I believe. We usually support the wellness subcommittee, but we're here to support all of the SHAC subcommittees and, the council in general. I have two more of my teammates on the call. They'll introduce themselves later, but yeah, we're happy to be here. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yana, do you want to introduce your other team members?
Sure. We have Emily O'Neill, who is our dietitian. I'm not sure if
yes. Hey everyone,
yes.
I'm Emily. I'm the dietitian with food services. I've been in that position and on the SHAC for 3 years now.
Thank you. And we have Alberto, who can you unmute Alberto?
Yana, he said that his meeting's running over, but he said that, so he's our new GM and he was part of the SHAC at Houston ISD and he is also a dietitian.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Yana and team. And then the only other person I could think that you might see at a future meeting is Tara Hollywood. So she's one of our assistant directors of in our PE and athletics department, and she basically manages all of our PE programs throughout the district. So she'll be at some meetings, and I think she had something else. We have a huge event going on tonight at Kelly Reeves, the Festival of Bands, and it's all hands on deck. So she's probably out there working that tonight.
Actually, I'm here, Ryan.
Oh,
I'm
you're there.
here.
Okay.
Yes.
It
Sorry.
just says iPhone on the screen. I don't know who iPhone 2 was. So go ahead, Tara.
No, that's okay. I'm actually at a volleyball game right now.
That's me. Sorry, I'm switching.
So my name is Tara Hollywood, Assistant Athletic Director that oversees obviously athletics, cheer, health and wellness, and PE.
All right. Well, thank you. Hope the volleyball game's going well. I think that's everybody on our team.
Wonderful. And I think we saw, I see Katie join. Do you want to introduce yourself, Katie?
Sure. Can everyone hear me?
We can hear you. Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. I was appointed as the vice president. This is my second term on SHAC, Katie Kyrish. I live in the McNeil feeder pattern, but my elementary school students, they actually go to Fern Bluff because of the special needs programming there. I have 4 children, 3 of whom attend schools in the district. And I also serve on the Special Education Parent Advisory Council, and I'm happy to be back.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I don't know, Kayla, if your audio is working, if you wanted to try again.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, video.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Now? Okay. I'm Keela Thompson. I have been in Round Rock most of my life. This is my second year on the SHAC. I have been a nurse for over 15 years, maybe. Anyways, I was staying home with my kids. They were in the Forest Creek Elementary Cedar Ridge pattern, but now they're at Round Rock Christian Academy. I'm the school nurse there and served on the Human Development Committee last year for my first year, and I'm just looking forward to another year of SHAC.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, is there anybody else who came in late? I don't think so. Wonderful. Well, it sounds like we've got a really good group this year, so I'm very excited. The next agenda item is just to start to go over what our responsibilities are, and I want to make sure that we touch base on this, especially for those who are new, and just a refresher, and if there's any questions we can ask about that. Our bylaws are on our page from the district, and the very first thing really outlines what we're supposed to do. And, you know, by law, every school district needs to have a SHAC. The SHACs come together to look at some specific things sometimes that get mandated about what we need to do, like we had to do last school year with the Human Development and Sexuality Committee, and looking at what we would recommend. But we really serve to provide guidance, recommendations, and other assistance to the Board of Trustees. And so really what we are is not a body that has any authority to make any rules or any power to mandate that anything occur, but we spend our time during the year getting educated on the issues that are impacting Round Rock Independent School District, both for students and staff in the community, as well as think about what it is we would like to see improved in the aspects that fall under School Health Advisory Council. And we then come up with recommendations that we can make to the board. And then the board ultimately decides what will and will not be implemented and what recommendations they'll look to move forward. So I wanted to put that context out there about our purpose in what we're supposed to do. So this is all work that we do. Generally, it starts with a lot of education. We can make special requests for information if there's some data that we want to look at, if there's specific topics that we want to hear about, if there's specific people within the district that we think can answer our questions. We can invite them to come to our meetings to help guide the information that we need in order to start thinking about what areas we'd like to help with recommendations that could improve the work that our school district does for our students, staff, in the community. And so that said, we usually start pretty easy, just easing into getting up to speed with how the school year looks. We start getting more specific work done in our work groups that we're going to talk about in just a little bit as well. And we really lead up towards the end of the school year, having some actual written recommendations that will be presented to the board. And so there's a lot of wordsmithing that comes in at the end and a lot of discussion. But we do have 3 committees that we will form, or we have standing committees, and then we will decide to be a part of. We give everybody the choice about what committee they want to join, but we may ask people to move around if our committees are unbalanced, but I don't think we've had to do that in a while. The committees that we have are the Mental and Behavioral Health Committee, the Human Development and Sexuality Committee, and the Wellness Committee. And I'll go into that a little bit more, and you should have gotten a document that kind of describes them a little bit more and some of the things that they recommend in the past. But we will, if everybody agrees, follow a similar process that we've done in the last couple of years, which is we have our SHAC meeting, the whole SHAC, and then we would adjourn and allow the individual committees for the SHAC to meet to talk about those subject matter specific things that they would like to see. And we can invite specific people to come to those committee breakouts if we want, or we can invite people to visit with the whole SHAC. And sometimes it might be both. Maybe the committee hears from somebody and says, hey, the whole SHAC will be interested in this. We should probably put that on the agenda. But each committee then kind of deep dives into the specific subject matter to come up with the recommendations. But the whole SHAC will be the ones to really approve the recommendations. And it'll be all of us voting on the recommendations that come out of the committees. So I wanted to put that into context to share, and one of the other documents you should have gotten would be the SHAC annual process. That is a loose outline. We try and stick to that as much as we can, but depending on how much we have going on and if there's any specific things that we have to address that's mandated for us to address, just how things go. But generally, we've been able to stick on this timeline, which really gives us kind of this semester to learn as much as we can, have our committee breakouts, start thinking about ideas and topics that we want to look at recommendations on. But by the January meeting, we really start looking at recommendations that we want to make and putting pen to paper so that we can look at how that will actually be worded, and bringing and sharing some of those recommendations with the bigger shack. We've tried last year, and I think it was good, moving up a little bit earlier when we were sharing the committee's ideas with the bigger shack, because sometimes there are issues that could fall in more than one committee, or something that maybe is more appropriate for another committee that they may not have thought of. And once we start sharing ideas, then it helps us to make sure that we align all of the recommendations in a way that makes sense for the whole shack to put forward, since we are doing some breakout work in committees. I do want to share that we won't have a December meeting, since we do have the holiday there, that kids will be out and we'll be really busy. And we also do not have a March meeting because spring break and everything that comes around that is pretty busy. And we only go until May. At the end of the shack year, we will elect a new executive committee. And like I said, this is my second year as the chair, and by our bylaws, you can only serve 2 years in a row as chair. So I hope that somebody is interested and will start thinking about that as they move towards the end of the year. Yeah, Ryan?
So Judge Jones, apparently over the summer, my Zoom account appears to have been changed to a free account. I was not aware of that. So everybody can see that clock ticking down in the upper left.
Oh, I do see that.
So I just emailed everybody another Zoom link. So I apologize, but I think this one's going to automatically shut down in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. So I'm going to put that link in the chat also. So it's in your email.
Why don't we take just a 5-minute break and switch over to the other Zoom link? That will be good timing, and then we'll switch into the other discussion about the committees.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right. We'll see everybody in about 5 minutes.